I'm seeing a lot of dysregulated, hijacked, emotionally hijacked people in the world right now. And I get it. Like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of change happening in the world, socially, politically. AI has us sort of spinning. But there are two things that I want to empower you with today. Number one, you can't solve the world's problems. You can't even solve your own problems. You can't even clearly discern what is a real problem if you are in a hijacked nervous system. So if you are constantly ruminating, your brain is constantly telling stories about what this means, what's happening, the world is ending, just these constant stories in your head that create these stress hormones in your body that quite literally cut off access to your prefrontal cortex, to the executive functioning area of your brain, where you can think clearly, you can make good decisions, you can emotionally regulate. If you're in a hijacked nervous system, you can't think clearly. You can't discern what makes sense and what doesn't. So number 1A, okay, is take a few moments when you start to notice yourself spinning out, when you start to notice your chest tightening, your shoulders tightening, you're getting amped up or anxious about something. It could be an email that came in from your boss. It could be your kid that said something or just looked at you the wrong way or sent a text message. Whatever it is, when you feel that in your body, I want you to take 60 seconds and do this. So this is like 1B. Something like that. Take 60 seconds and focus your attention in the area of your heart. Imagine your breath is flowing in and out of your heart area, and breathe a little slower and a little deeper than you usually do. When your mind starts to wander, and it will, that's natural. It's not a problem. It's natural. Just gently bring your awareness back to the area of your heart, back to your breathing, back to your breath work going in and out of your heart area. Do that for 60 seconds. Now, what you're doing there from a neuroscience standpoint, because what you're impacting your physiology, what you're doing is you're putting a barrier with the stress hormones that are flooding your system, right? You're kind of halting them because you now are in control of your attention, and your breath, along with your attention in the area of your heart, which is an energy center, the largest energy center in our body, igniting that energy, you're interrupting that stress response. So now you can think a little clearer, which brings me to number 2. Number 2 is really, it's called metacognition. I just saw an article. I haven't read it, but I think it was a podcast by Brene Brown and Adam Grant where they were talking about this. Metacognition is basically paying attention to, noticing what you're paying attention to. So what are you thinking about right now? What are the runaway thoughts that are going on in your head? Usually, we don't even notice what we're thinking. We might notice how we're feeling. A lot of times we don't notice that either. But we mostly don't notice what we're thinking because we're not intentional about it. But you can slow down and notice what you're thinking. Are you thinking about something that's going on the other side of the world? Are you thinking about an argument you had with your teenager last night or your partner? Are you thinking about Monday morning, going back to work Monday morning? Or maybe you have to work on Sunday. Maybe you have to work tonight and you're already thinking about that. Are you thinking about a comment that your boss made to you 2 weeks ago that you're still holding on to? Are you thinking about what's going to happen when you get older? Are you thinking about what's going to happen if you lose your job, or if AI takes over the world, or if we get taken over by aliens? All of that stuff is content that I've seen out there that people are like really freaking out about. Are you concerned that the world might really be flat and you've been lied to this whole time? The world really is flat and you've been tricked to believe that that's round. Are you worried about that? Okay. So step 1 is just recognize what you're thinking about. And then ask yourself 4 questions. Write the thought down. So first off, write that thought down so you can capture it, because there are going to be more thoughts. So just capture one of those thoughts, write it down, and ask yourself 4 questions. These are not mine. They come from Byron Katie. It's called The Work. 4 questions. Number 1, is that thought true? Whatever that thought is it true? Your first response is probably going to be, well, yeah, it's true. I saw it on the news. I saw it on TikTok. So you might, be looking for ways to justify a yes answer. Okay. So the second question is, can you know for sure that that thought is true? Now you might be like, well, I didn't see it myself. No, it hasn't happened yet. I think I know what my boss is thinking, but I don't know for sure. So can you know for sure? The third question is, how does it make you feel when you believe that thought? Do you feel empowered? Does it make you feel joyful? Or does it make you feel disempowered, crappy, angry, undervalued, overwhelmed? Write that down. How does it make you feel? And then the last question is, who would you be if you didn't believe that thought? What if you let that shit go? And the answer to your second question was, well, no, I can't know it's true. And you know that if you let it go, you wouldn't feel those emotions that you wrote down in 3, overwhelmed, undervalued, pissed off, whatever it is. Then why don't you choose to let it go? You're empowered to let it go. So that's what I want to leave you with today. That's not even stuff that I share in my masterclass. That's stuff that I share in my full program, in my full power program. So if you're interested in learning more about that, I will drop a link in the comments and check it out, because there's a lot more where that came from. Here's the whole point. You, we collectively, as part of our humanness, are divinely empowered to be in control of how we experience every aspect of our lives. That doesn't mean that we're in control of what happens out there. We're not in control of what people say or the email that comes in or what's happening on the other side of the world. We may not be in control of the diagnosis that we get, but we're in control of how we react to it, the thoughts that we create about it, the stories we create about it, the beliefs that we have around it. And beliefs inform our thoughts, which inform our emotions, our behaviors, and the outcomes in our lives. So if you change what you believe and you change what you think and you actively take control of what you think about, that directly leads to your ability to impact the outcomes in your life. We all have this power. It's not reserved for a few select people who are enlightened or who are super wealthy. I'm looking at the Napoleon Hill book over there. It's exactly what he talks about in Think and Grow Rich. It's what a lot of neuroscience is proving right now. It is what a lot of ancient mystics have been saying forever, including Jesus. We just got to believe it. And we just have to do these simple practices that help us step into the empowered human that we are, step out of our disempowerment and step into our power. Go get it. Love to hear what you think about this. I may be doing more of it. I am going to do more of it. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining, everyone.